Disclaimer: this video is just for entertainment purposes only, so don't take it seriously, and English is not my first language, so ignore my grammar and spelling mistake. Thank you. All picture and video clips are not mine. This right credit goes to Rianola. I only own the storyline and the voiceover is just a fan fiction. Why? Forgive me, Jimin. Can't you hear? Grown in pain. When? Okay, I'm leaving, just you rest. Saying this, you came out. Wine in mine. It's all my fault, but I will fix everything. And as far as divorce, I will never leave Jimin, no matter what happened. Right now, he's angry. That's why he said he did not mean it. At night, you cook and take food for Jimin. You come to Jimin's room, and he was thinking about something. Jimin, I brought food for you. Why, Jimin, what are you doing here? I told you to leave. Why, I have brought food for you. Jimin, no, I don't want to eat food from your hand, nor do I want to see your face. So you go away from here. When you are angry with me, not with food. Jimin, what should I? You pick his lip. How much you shout, Jimin? What was that? What? Okay, this again. You pick his lip, Jimin. You? He took out the food and forcefully put a spoonful of in it his mouth. Jimin looked at you angrily. Just then, Jimin mother arrived. Jimin mom. Jimin mom. Jimin mom. Yes, son. Jimin mom, you came from the temple. Mrs. Park. Yes, son. I made a vow to God that if you get well, then I will go temple. So you had regained consciousness. So I had to fulfill my promise. Now you eat and then take a medicine on time, Jimin. Mom, I want eat from your hand. You feed me. Mrs. Park. Sure, son. Jimin did this so that you cannot feed him. You felt bad because you knew Jimin did this to avoid you. After some time, Mrs. Park had fed Jimin. Jimin, mom, you go home now. You must be tired. Mrs. Park, a little tired, but Vine is more tired than me. You know how much she has cried since you were unconscious. She did not even eat food and just sit near you. She needs that rest more than me. Vine, mom, you go home. I am absolutely fine. I will sleep here. Jimin, Jimin, mom, are you really okay? Vine, yes, mom. Now Jimin is fine, so I am also fine. Mrs. Park, okay, bye. I am going. Vine, okay, bye. Jimin, next time don't try to touch me. I feel dirty when you touch me. Vine, Jimin, don't talk like that. I know I have hurt you a lot, but Jimin, I don't want to listen to your nonsense. I am going to sleep. Just get lost from here. Next day, you went to your home, freshened up, and brought food for Jimin and again, but you were shocked to see Jimin. Vine, Jimin, what happened? Why are you crying? You went to him. Jimin, nothing happened. Well, I'm sorry, Jimin. Sorry. Please don't cry because of me. You hugged him. Jimin, you were very hurt by me. I know it. But why are you hurting yourself? It is my fault. So punish me. Don't punish yourself. Jimin, leave me alone. I want to be alone for a while. But Jimin, please, I beg you. Okay, sorry. Saying this, you left. You sat on the bench outside the room. Then someone placed a hand on your shoulder. You look over it and it was Jimin mother. Van, mom? Mrs. Park, what happened? Why are you so sad? Van, we had a fight before the accident and he is still angry with me and even now he was crying. Mrs. Park, he was not crying because of you. He was crying because of his dad. Van, but why? Mrs. Park, as you saw, everyone came to meet Jimin because his condition was critical, but his dad did not come. Wine. I was also thinking the same thing that dad did not come here. Mrs. Park, his dad hates him very much. Mrs. Park, actually I'm not his real mother. I'm Jimin's stepmother. His dad blamed Jimin that because of him, his first life left him. Then Jimin mom told you the whole story, how his dad used to torture and beat him and how he treated him. When Jimin suffered so much, his own dad did this, and despite not being his own, you love Jimin more than his own. Mrs. Park. So what if there is no blood relation? Jimin is more important to me than my own children. You felt very bad. You started regret how you treated him. He was already suffering and you made it worse. Time skip. Jimin was discharged from the hospital. You took good care of him. Slowly his wound was also healed, but he was still called to ask you. After a few days, Jimin had now going to office. 1. Jimin, have your breakfast. Jimin, no need. He didn't even eat the food prepared by you at night. You are standing near the bed. You need to talk to Jimin about something. Jimin came near the bed. 1. I want to talk to you about something. Jimin, I don't want to listen anything. Move away from me. I have to sleep. Fine, but your leg hit the bed and you were about to fall backward, but you grabbed Jimin's shirt and he also fell on the bed with you. Now he was the on top. Now he was on top of you. Jin was getting up, but you wrapped your leg around his torso. Jimin, leave me. Fine, Jimin, please forgive me. I don't know the truth, Jimin. I know you don't know the whole thing, that I never bully you. That's why I forgive you. But I will never forgive you what you said about my mom and me. To be continue, like this video and also subscribe my channel. Bye bye. See you next video.